Tippy time, my damies, Topcat here and welcome back to the channel. Today I got a build for you that is based around our exotic and its interaction with the Kinetic Surge mod. This Solar Hunter build is about making great burst DPS easy and repeatable. If this build sounds a bit like you, I'll break down the glitched parties and our damage scales in the second segment of the video. If you like it and want to use it and want to see how I've been running it, after tapping that thumbs, just check out the class breakdown along with some weapon options in both the third and fourth segments. I'll leave a dim in the description below. With that said, let's begin our breakdown with the exotic, the Celestial Nighthawk. Our Goldie super got a 20% buff. It's doing 532 damage. We then use Ember of Torches to make ourselves radiant. I like the knife trick melee myself, but dealer's choice, this pushes our Goldie to 665k. It's here that our glitch parties come through as we triple stack our Kinetic Surge mods to somehow increase our Celestial Nighthawk shot up to 812,000. This shouldn't work, but somehow it does. Throw in a tractor cannon and it'll push it over a mil. We're using the standard knock 'em down aspect. This firstly will refund our melee energy on kills whilst we are radiant. It will also enhance our supers. As we are using the Marksman super, we have extended duration, which is good. As with only one bullet in our golden gun, we do not want to whiff. Your Goldie deals massively increased precision damage. This actually will now out damage the Goldie Star Eater combo in 1/3 the time. And we're only going to need one armor charge compared to the 4 orbs that the Star Eater scales require. And as we all know, the easier the damage, the more popular it is. But where it shines is in general play with activities with multiple mini-bosses, yellow bars and champions. The exotic's second perk states, enemies eliminated by the shot explode and grant you super energy. It's always 35% of your super energy, which means we get the Star Eater like damage thanks to the Kinetic Surge, with the replayability similar to that of the Shards of Galanor. Now the Bad Juju is a great option to play into this power fantasy. Its perk String of Curses is fully loaded. Not only does it feed us tons of super energy based on the stacks, but it's got a built-in damage perk. Pulse Rifle's just got a buff against red and orange bars. And because we're locked into that Kinetic Surge for some great super, this pulse feels as good as it did back in Destiny 1. Now because we're locked into the Kinetic Surge, the Izzy will obviously pair quite well with this build. However, I've been using the Succession so I can suppress and debuff my own targets when I'm running solo. I'm rocking the Gambler's Dodge to make us more melees and Scorch. On your mark aspect for its 3 fragment slots. And in Season 21 I'm using the Fusion Grenade. This is a moderate Scorch value, so it can be used in combination with our Knife Trick melee to get those ignitions and more importantly stuns, as our Fireball grenades are sadly back to being weak sauce again. To make the most of our flames, we use the trifecta of Ashes, Eruption and Char. Ember of Combustion, final blows cause targets to ignite and create a fire sprite. This allows our precision weapon to do AoE damage. And because our Goldie can over-penetrate, I can still make as many as 8 orbs from one attack. Now my mods are fairly generic. I'm double stacking hands on for bonus super energy on melee kills. Whenever I'm running an exotic build for super, I'm always going to try and mod for it. I'm also running 80 intellect, but this isn't strict in order to make this build play right. We got space for a siphon mod. I want a steady stream of orbs as I tend to pop a super every 45 odd seconds, so I want that surge up full time. But trust that shouldn't be an issue and you'll be feeding yourself and your allies super after super. We use heavy handed also for orbs on melee kills, and because we got endless melees, we double stacked impact induction to reduce our grenade cooldown. Double stack up our concussives, triple stack up our kinetic surges, and on our cloak we use a Reaper mod and a time dilation mod. I've left a dim in the description below, but feel free to mix and match. It's mainly about the kinetic surge and the radiant, most else can be moved around. As I stated before, this build suits activities with lots of champs and mini bosses, but it's also really great for encounters with a short DPS window. What makes its burst DPS so good is the sense that your feet stay planted. I know Arc is going to be hot this season, but this is red hot. Does it replace the Star Eaters? For Goldie, yes. Blades, no. But it is more accurate and consistent for damage, and more repeatable. But I'll let you guys make up your own mind. Until next time, tippy tie my damies, what a tie.